It was interesting to find all that stuff out later on. Like I had I mean, I don't know. My mom is the same way I am. And my dad, like I said, my dad has OCD, and that's where I get my part from, is from him. I get the depression from my mama. Mom. Could be worse though. I mean, oh dear. Hey, how's it going, Caleb? How did your stream go? How did your stream go? How are you? How was your day off? I'm asking all of the questions, expecting all of the answers, of course, because I am an impatient bitch. How are you though? For real though, how are you doing? If you're there, of course. I don't know, depression is just one of those things, like, I love when people say, like, just live with it, you know, like, get over it, smile. Like, no, that does not work. I try to be happy, like, you know, when I was in school, I was not a liked person, and a lot of it came from, you know, I was weird. I was the weird kid. Oh dear. And you know, that's fine. You can be the weird kid, like, no one's gonna hate you for it, but of course, when... Stop it. I gotta kill these assholes real quick. Think. But no, it was a bad time. We, on a regular basis, I'd get, like, kids that would just make fun of you for stupid crap. I got sick of it, like... And of course, that doesn't help your, you know, it doesn't help your mental state when it's like, you're being called fat ass and all this shit in school. Don't remember how many I had to put in until they show up. And eventually it just got to the point where I was like, you know what? This is like, I just got so depressed. Like, it put me in such a depression, I didn't even want to go to school. Like, middle school was literally the worst time for me. Yeah, kids are bitches. That's why I don't put up with, like, I don't put up with trolling in my channel. Like, it'll just get shut down immediately. Like, okay, here we go. I'm gonna start fucking these guys up. Where'd he go? Dude, where did you go? There you are. Okay, one. Surprised you didn't stream for longer, dude. Or was it just like kind of? Are you gonna stream later today? Yeah, no, kids are bitches. I don't know. It's what it is. If I could go back and do anything, like anything in time, I wouldn't go back and kill Hitler. I'd go back and tell myself, like, I would go back and do something for myself. I'd be totally selfish about it. I'd go back and tell myself that it gets better. That once you're out of the shit, that it does not matter anymore. And like, if I had any younger viewers, like, I would tell them that always, that life gets better. Like high school, middle school, all that shit, all the stupid politics of that, it get dead. It ends. Like, it may not feel like it does at the time, but dude, they be stealing my stones. Kill Hitler. Well, like, if I could go back in time, like, if it was like, if you could go back in time and do anything, what would you do? It's like, well, I would kill Hitler. People always, like, that's one of my favorite ones. Alright, Dark Soul's still running, doing some farming. Oh, nice. Still farming? Holy crap. Not kill Hitler. Dude, Hitler's a baby back bitch. I have a very interesting thing. So if you were to go back and kill Hitler, let's say for instance, I were to go back in time, 1944 or like 1942, right? Before the US got involved in World War II. and I had a Luger, like a pistol in my hand, I could kill Hitler right now. Like, he was in front of me, and I could shoot him dead. Would I? Not on my life. Why? Because in World War II, yes, Hitler was a terrible person, and he did some very, very horrible things. Like, on his cabinet's orders, some very, very horrible things, like, went on. But that's the exact reason why I wouldn't do anything about it. Because Hitler's cabinet was crazier than he was. Like, Heinrich Himmler was basically the mastermind behind a lot of the, dude, these guys. Heinrich Himmler would have just decimated Europe. And like I don't know, it's one of those things. It's like you're killing one, but who is taking its place would be just as bad, if not worse. Dude, these guys are dicks. Okay, I need to kill one more. Alright, they're all dead now. Sadly enough, a lot of shit has happened. Wait, sadly enough, a lot of shit happened, but the amount of things learned and found is... Oh yeah, well, I don't know, like I said, a lot of it comes down to what would have happened. I mean, at the time, they could have killed Hitler. I mean, they never talk about, like, yeah, Valkyrie was a thing, okay, like, ooh, like, the secret Tom Cruise plan to kill Hitler, yeah, it was a thing. They could have killed him. They didn't, because they knew exactly what I'm saying now, that it would have been better to keep a psycho that was crazy in power than a psycho that could use his entire brain. Knowledge for his life. It's so bad. No, it's true. I mean, like I said, there's a reason why they didn't kill him. They had several times to do it. There's a very famous British sniper that could have killed Hitler 3 or 4 times, and every time he never did it. And people like question him for years. They're like, "You could have ended the war," and he's like, "Yep." And I could have also had 4, you know, even more people die. Well, and that comes a lot of like history too. If you don't learn history, it's bound to, it's where the time old quote of if you don't learn history, you're bound to repeat itself. God damn it! How am I supposed to run around like? Okay, there's 2 I need to destroy. And I do believe that is the truth. Humans are simple creatures. And they will repeat them, and... Don't say that. What, the history is bound to repeat itself thing? God damn it. Well, history does always usually does like to repeat itself, but if you can stand in the way, god damn it, if you can stand in its way enough, you can make a change. It's why it's funny. There was a president that met with the French. I think it was the French king or some French ambassador way back when, and he. I am so bad at what I'm trying to do here. It's ridiculous. I literally just want to go blow up 2 windmills. He went to like this French consulate and basically said that we were talking about America. And they said something about like like I don't remember if it was about American history or what it was, but it was like the American Revolution will do so much or something like that. And I don't remember what it was. He says something to this French consulate, and the French consulate turned around and told him, he's like, your words are beautifully eloquent in its way, but you must remember your country is still too young to know its true fate. And true words have never really been spoken. Because if you think about it, America will be 300 years old this year. Or in 2076. Like, how crazy is that? Like, what some people hail as the greatest power, the greatest country on the planet is barely 300 years old. When countries like France and England have been around for several thousand. Or 1,000 at least, you know? Like, Europe as a whole has been together longer than America has, like, 4 times over. There's a trick you can do right there, but I have no idea how to do it. It was like this year? No. No, not this year, but you know what I mean.
Spyro, you've done well.
No. Oh, he gives you a Jiggy. Okay. Cool, Jiggy acquired, dude.
The next glides get...
Dude, I shall do that. I should have meant this century. That made any more sense. Or this, in the coming years. But no, it's a crazy thought to just honestly sit down and think, you know, that the world is, or like, nations and everything have been around much longer than we have, and we think, oh, god darn it. I don't know. It's crazy. I'd love to go in the future and see what happens, but at the same time, I want to see it unfold. We all know what we want to have happen this year. Drump 2016, am I right? Good old Drump. Oh, I can just hover up here now. Cool. Girl, please. No, it's like I said, it's a strange world we live in, where, you know, there was a time when the Romans... Every German always asks about Trump. Really? That's really funny. You know what's funny is I actually could see Trump being our next president. Not like out of a philosophical thing or anything. I could see it happening with the state that like we're kind of currently in. That's gonna come out from under me. Oh god. Ooh, that was close.
Spyro, help!
Awesome name. Dude, girl with...
The gear grinder factory is in that room, but,
work sucked.
it's awfully noisy in there.
It wasn't too bad. I wasn't on a machine, if that makes any sense. I'll just say that. It's because they relate him to Hitler.
Thanks for shutting down
I guess
the
that's
factory.
true, because so many people do relate him to Hitler in some of his ways, or some of the things he does, or talked about, or whatever. I guess I gotta use the bathroom super quick. I'll monitor chat while I'm in there on my phone, but I have to bathroom like hella, so. So you did my job? No, I was in the garage. Alright, I will be right back, guys. I gotta use the potty. They're like, he's second from there. That's funny. Okay, I'll be back, guys. Give me a few minutes.